Chapter 7, Your Selling Style. Chapter 7, Your Selling Style. Now that you understand the power of skills, it's time to master the three voices that make up the heart of a sales warrior: empathy, authority, truth. We call this your sales warrior selling style, a new identity that replaces the outdated way of selling that so many have outgrown. We reject the old identity of the salesperson. Every transformative sales conversation contains all three. Miss one, and the buyer feels uncertain. Get the balance right, and the buyer feels confident, clear, and compelled to act. Let me tell you how I discovered this the hard way. My journey to finding the three voices, I used to believe that if I had the right script or the best pitch, I'd win the sale. I leaned heavily into truth, speaking fearlessly. I'd pepper my conversations with commanding language, confident recommendations, and bold promises. And sure, I won deals, but not consistently and not deeply. Something was missing. One day after a pitch, a buyer told me, "You sound like you know what you're doing, but I just don't feel like you get me." That stung because I realized it was true. I was protecting them from the competition, but I wasn't listening. I was offering solutions without first understanding the story behind the struggle. So I swung in the other direction. I poured on empathy so much so that I lost my edge. I'd say things like, "I understand, and that must be hard," but then struggle to direct the conversation or close the sale. I became their therapist, not their guide. And then once in a high-stakes meeting, I decided to find balance. I was patient and worked hard to understand them. Then I prescribed a solution based on their outcome, not mine. Then I said, not with arrogance, but with love, "I'm concerned that if you keep delaying this decision, your sales team is going to suffer." The room went quiet, but not in a bad way, in a real way. That moment created transformation. That's when it clicked. Sales mastery isn't about choosing one voice. It's about balancing all three: empathy, authority, and truth. This isn't just a framework, it's a new identity. Let's break it down. Empathy, the voice of the servant. Empathy is where trust begins. It connects and signals to your buyer: "I see you, I hear you. I'm here to serve, not to transact." Too many salespeople try to jump straight to pitching before they've even understood the fear the client is moving from and the freedom they are moving towards. But a sales warrior starts by listening, not to reply, but to feel what they feel. Empathy sounds like, "I get you because I understand what you're feeling. I can see why that would be frustrating." What I'm hearing is, this is not soft. It's powerful. When buyers feel safe, they open up. And when they open up, they reveal the truth, which will set them free. We believe empathy creates the space for transformation. Authority, the voice of the leader. Authority is what creates certainty. Buyers are looking to be led. They're looking for someone who knows the path and can say, "Follow me." Authority is not arrogance. It's earned confidence. It's clarity, conviction, and direction. Authority sounds like, "I got you because here's what I recommend. You can trust us because the next decision we need to make is, let me show you the path forward." It's not enough to connect. You must also direct. Sales warriors don't leave people in confusion. We lead them into clarity. We believe a sales warrior is a leader who creates certainty in uncertain moments. Truth, the voice of the protector. The truth creates freedom. The truth sets your buyer free from confusion, fear, making the wrong decision, and the consequences of staying stuck. Truth doesn't hide. Truth doesn't avoid. Truth speaks with love and boldness. Truth sounds like, "I'm going to be straight with you. I'm concerned you'll regret this," because what I'm noticing is the real issue here is a sales warrior doesn't manipulate with half-truths. A sales warrior protects the buyer from themselves and others who are trying to stop the buyer from achieving freedom by having the courage to say what needs to be said. My wife, Mary Forrest, says, "We believe truth is a form of love and every buyer deserves it. Master these three voices: empathy, authority, and truth. And you don't just sound different, you become different. You stop selling, you start leading, and buyers will feel it. When you combine all three, empathy creates safety, authority creates certainty, truth creates freedom, you create transformation. Because when these voices are missing, everything breaks down. Without empathy, you're seen as someone who doesn't get them. Without authority, your buyer questions your value to them. Without truth, they walk away with doubt. People don't buy from someone they don't feel safe with. People don't buy the best product. They buy the clearest path. The truth can sting, but silence steals transformation. That's what your sales warrior selling style is all about. Not just saying the right things, but becoming the right person. We believe that when a sales warrior speaks with empathy, authority, and truth, resistance melts and resolution begins. In the next chapter, we'll go beyond the voice and into the full operating system that makes sales freedom a daily reality. Get ready to install the code. We believe sales is not about pressure, it's about clarity and resolution. Are you curious if you are more naturally a leader, protector, or servant in your selling style? Scan the QR code to take the 3-minute free quiz and discover your dominant sales warrior selling style.